Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition running on Nintendo Switch 2. Let's be the first to congratulate you on your wise decision to sign up for this adventure. Welcome to the check-in counter for your deserted island getaway package. There's so much to look forward to, but first, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Timmy with Nook Incorporated. And I'm Tommy. We'll be flying to the island with you to help you get settled. Think of us as your partners. We're in it for the long haul. So, let's get started, shall we? First step is checking your application. Is this your first time applying for one of our packages? Yes. Understood. Good. Now then, we'll need to look up your application. Can we have your name and birthday? Meowmurai, let's see. Oh, yes, here you are. Our next step will be to take a picture of you, Meowmurai. Oh, don't worry. Take as much time as you need to get yourself looking just the way you want. We'll be ready when you are. I know, it's weird how limited it is. Great, you're all set? All set. I'll just go ahead and add that picture to your records. And now, let's start talking about your new home. So exciting. You see, we're quite proud of the work we've done to help you feel comfortable in your new life. Oh yes, in fact, if you want, you can even experience the seasons the same way you're used to them. What I mean is, we have islands in both the Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. We recommend choosing an island that has the same seasonal pattern as your current home. So, tell me, meowmurai, where do you live now? Ah, excellent. That information really helps us focus on just the right island for you. So, naturally, we'd recommend that you relocate to an island in the Northern Hemisphere. There are a few more decisions to make, but does that sound okay for you so far? Sure. Very good. We have a number of lovely uninhabited islands in the Northern Hemisphere to choose from. Now then, all of our islands are approximately the same size, and they're all quite natural. So don't worry about whether you'll have enough space or comfort. You can't go wrong. Just follow your instincts and choose an island with a layout that looks appealing. That's how I do it. I'll show you some maps now, so you can choose the best one for your new home. Wonderful choice. I can't wait to show it off to you. But before we depart, I have just one final question for you. If you could bring one thing with you to a deserted island, what would it be? A sleeping bag, a glass of food, something to kill time. Sleeping bag. How interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, that was just a hypothetical question. Nook Incorporated will fully cover all of your basic needs. Yes. Your attention, please. This chart flight for our Nook Incorporated Desert Island Getaway package is ready for boarding. Any customers waiting to board should make their way to the gate at this time. Perfect timing. Come on, let's all board the plane together. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking this chartered flight as part of Nook Incorporated's Deserted Island Getaway Package. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy a complimentary video presentation about deserted island life. There are no desserts there. Nothing pre-made. A Nook Incorporated production. Nice to see Nook has only continued to grow their enterprise over the years. Much different from their humble Nintendo 64 origins. Although it doesn't really look much different than the original N64 game. We're here. Now, I know you must be incredibly excited to explore your new island home, but I have one small request. Please join us for a short orientation session in the nearby plaza. Our fearless leader himself will be giving a presentation, so I'd hate for you to miss it. We're heading there right now. If you'd like, so move with the left stick, follow us. No, 30 frames. I mean, there aren't really a lot of good excuses why the Switch 2 version is 30 frames. In fact, there are none, outside of Nintendo being incredibly lazy. Alright, is that everyone? Well, let's see. Is Plucky here? How about Lyman? And then there's meowmurai, of course. Great, we're all here. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Nook. Our 3 adventurers are ready to get started. Yes, very good. Let's see, how shall I begin? Yes, of course. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your new island. My name is Tom Nook, and I'm the founder and president of Nook Incorporated. Yes. Today is the first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island, so congratulations. And this is a package deal. As such, Nook Incorporated staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. But first things first. Yes. I'd like each of you to choose a spot of your own. This is the first step to putting down some real roots. I'd like you to dream big. I do have certain connections in construction and real estate and... I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get started with a simple tent, shall we? Please collect your tent from Jimmy or Tommy, and then choose a spot to place it. There you go, meowmurai. Your very own tent. Once you find the perfect spot, press X to access your inventory, then select your tent to place it. Don't worry, you'll get a chance to see what it looks like before making your final decision. And you'll want a little breathing room, so take your time finding a space that works for you. Oh, I suppose I should set you up with a map, too. Once you put up your tent, please find your way back here. Use your new map if you need it. Well, off you go. I hope you find a great spot. Yeah, 30 frames on this game is, yeah. Very questionable, quite frankly. I mean, there's absolutely zero reason that Nintendo Switch 2 is running this at 30 frames. Like I said, it's just pure laziness. And, you know, Nintendo should be pretty ashamed of themselves that they were that they've taken all this time to make this port this game and still couldn't do 60 frames. I set up my tent. That's a big first step. Ah, meowmurai. You must have found a suitable spot for your tent. You're the first one back, so I suppose the others must still be searching for just the right location. You know, since you've already done some scouting, the others may appreciate your assistance. Yes, yes. Yo, I'm Lyman. You're meowmurai, right? Nice to meet you, Chips. You already set up your tent, eh? I'm still trying to find the perfect spot. I'll be doing some serious cardio, so I gotta have lots of fresh air. I think this spot will do the trick. I don't know. What do you think, meowmurai? Yeah, fine. You think so? Awesome. Okay then. How about we do a little visualization exercise together? If I put my tent here. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, looks great. Alright, looks like we have a winner. I'm gonna put down stakes right here and never look back. Chips! That was a tough decision. You totally saved my glutes. I wonder how that Plucky is doing. She might be having as much trouble as I was, so maybe you should go and see if she needs help. Wait, I got it. Don't tell me. You're meowmurai, right? I see. I told you I had it. I'm Plucky. I gotta tell you, I'm excited to do this whole island thing, cheeky poo. You already found a good spot, huh? I was trying to just feel for the best spot, but I was having trouble because every spot feels like the best one. I couldn't just sit here thinking it over forever, so I grabbed a stick and threw it. Here's where it landed. So now this is my spot. Okay, I know there's only so far I could throw the stick, but I'm liking this. It sounds good to me. For real, Chickapoo? Well, if you're sure. Actually, let's think about this a little. If I put my tent here. Looks nice, don't it? Looks great. Awesome. From now on, this won't just be anywhere on the island. I'm just gonna... it's gonna be my home sweet home. I can't believe I got such an awesome spot. You rock, Chickapoo. Hold up. Does this mean you helped Lyman with his tent too? Whoa, you're a seriously awesome person. I gotta be honest, when we first got here, I was kind of worried there were way too few of us. But if we get to live here with someone like you, I can totally rest easy. Oh, everyone else is probably waiting on us, so let's get back to the plaza, Chickapoo. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all found just the right spots to set up your new homes. Of course, you can sleep on it for a while. You can really get a feel for how it suits you. And with that taken care of, we can move on to more serious business. Like throwing an island warming party. We'll have it right here in the plaza with a roaring campfire. We'll just need a few supplies to get started, yes? Since will all be living here together, this will be a good test of our teamwork. Let's see. Timmy, Plucky, Tommy, and Lyman can set up things here in the plaza. Meanwhile, meowmurai and I will work on gathering firewood and perhaps a little snack. Alright, everyone, let's get to it. meowmurai, would you come see me for a moment? meowmurai, I just wanted to go over what we'll need for the campfire. I think roughly 10 tree branches should do the trick. You can find them scattered about the island. So when you find one lying on the ground, just press Y to pick it up. Meanwhile, I'll investigate the pear-like items growing in the trees. I suspect they're real pears. I think it's weird they don't even have an option for a performance mode. Again, this is not a game that is going to tax, you know, most people's phones. Certainly not the Switch 2. You know, if you still have a PC, this would be in, you know, the glint of an eye of the PC. It would be practically nothing to run this game. In fact, I can think of most mobile games on your phone that look and run better that are this kind of game, you know, this cozy type game. But, you know, we're kind of used with Nintendo, you know, putting, you know, less time into some of their important projects and more time into you know, weird pet projects. I mean, this did start off as kind of a weird pet project, so you know, it's not like there's a history of, not that there isn't a history of Nintendo doing these kinds of things, and then, you know, just somehow having them catch on. Ah, 30 frames looks so ugly. Just, I hate to harp on it, but it's so incredibly disappointing. Again, for a game that looks like this, it's just, I can think of a few reasons why it should be this way. I can think of no reasons, honestly. Oh, good, meowmurai. It looks like you've managed to collect up the tree branches. You found even more than I asked. I only needed the 10, but I'm sure you'll find a good use for the rest. I'll take what we need off your hands now. Yes, that should be plenty for our campfire. You made quick work of that. I'm quite glad I'll be sharing this desolate island with such a hard worker. And speaking of surviving on a desolate island, our next task is to round up something to snack on. While you were collecting branches, I was evaluating the fruit that seems to be abundant here. They look like pears, they smell like pears, and they even taste like pears. In fact, they are 100%, without a doubt, genuine pears. So, will you collect 6 of them for me? Oh, what's this? You've already collected enough pears for everyone, have you? Or haven't you? Well, I knew you were the right one for the job. Thank you once again. I'll go ahead and take those off your hands and get started on the preparations. Now, is that everything? Yes, I believe it is. Let's get started with the festivities. At last, allow me to properly welcome you to your new island. I have participated in many ventures and endeavors over the years, but this may be the most exciting. Helping develop a thriving new community entirely from scratch will truly test my business acumen. And perhaps my skills as an outdoorsman. Now, we may not have the kind of numbers that I originally envisioned, but that just means we'll have to rise to the challenge. And I have no doubt that with hard work and perseverance, we'll shape this deserted island into... I suppose we can't call this a deserted island anymore. But what should we call it? I sense a great opportunity here. As the first residents of this island, we should be the ones to name it. And in the spirit of democracy, we should put it to a vote. Majority rules. So, take a little time to think, and when everyone is ready, I'll present your ideas. What should we name our little town? Alright, is everyone ready? Let's try saying our ideas all at the same time. Ready? Go! What splendid variety. Yes, yes, each one a potential gem. Now for the voting. I'll say each name in order, and you can clap for the ones you think is best. Meowmurai seems to have the enthusiasm and naming sensibilities. Let's start there. So, Meowmurai suggested, Catastrophe. Wow, that's an overwhelmingly positive response. Each and every one of you clapped. I suppose if everyone is in agreement, we could just go with Catastrophe. Sounds great, absolutely, Roxanne. Splendid. Then from now on, this island will be known as Catastrophe. Well, Meowmurai, since you proving yourself by naming Catastrophe, I'd like to rely on you for other critical decisions we'll need to make on this island. Yes, yes, I hereby name you the representative of Catastrophe. Meowmurai, could you please say a word or two as the new spokesperson for your neighbors? You can count on me. So, we've settled on a name for our island, and we've selected our resident representative. It's been a big day, but it's gotten rather late, so let's have a toast. Everyone have a beverage in hand? It's fresh juice made from pears, our new resident representative harvested on this very island. Then, without further ado, a toast to Catastrophe and the happiness of its residents. Cheers. Sitting around a campfire with cups of pear juice, it almost feels like we're family. You can call me bro. We all just met, but chilling by the fire like this makes it feel like we've been best buds for ages, Chickapoo. We'll let this campfire burn for the rest of the night. Feel free to rest in your tent if you start to feel tired. But before you do that, though, there is something we need to give you. Please talk to Mr. Nook about it. You guys gonna say the same thing? Okay. Meowmurai, having a good time, yes? I know this is a little bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means, go ahead. We'll keep the fire burning. Maybe I'll go do that. Sounds good to me. But first, you'll probably want this. It's your very own camping cot. You'll want to set it up in your tent before you lie down. Oh, and there are a few packages waiting in your tent as well. Just a few items that might be useful. To open packages and use the things inside, press A. And when you're ready, you can press the left stick to crawl into bed. We've got another big day ahead of us tomorrow, so rest up as much as you can tonight. Yes, yes, that's all from me for now. Sweet dreams, Meowmurai. The radio was on. Rest my head for a little while? Yes. I'm getting sleepy. So, looks like you decided to make your own way in the world. Get out there, explore new frontiers. That's all that's all the way right, Daddy-o. You don't need to live by anyone's rules but your own. The world was made for exploring, you know. Living free, being out there, it's a great feeling. Yeah, but take it from a cat who's been on the road. Being by your lonesome can grind the soul. You've got to make friends along the way. Rambling this crazy world is Squaresville without some pals. Yeah, man, friends are where it's at. Speaking of rambling, I'm doing a bit of that myself. My bad. Maybe it's about time for you to wake up to your new life. Oh, but listen up. That rap I just gave you about your friends, it's pretty key. You'll dig this island life a whole lot more if you share it with some friends, if that's your scene. Yeah, and Island Paradise with your best pals sounds pretty groovy to me. Cool. When you wake up, you'll be in sync with real time. Dig that island life, and I'll catch you later. Meowmurai, are you in there? I hope I haven't woken you up abruptly. Ah, but I do wish to discuss something with you. Yes, yes. I'll be here when you're ready. Ah, there you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Oh, well, I suppose it was more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. I slept that long? Yes, it's quite normal to be worn out from such a long trip and a major life event. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life in our little paradise. First, you'll need one of these, yes? It's your very own Nook phone. I had these made especially for island residents. Ah, I want to make sure it's working right. So, could you try turning it on for me? Good, good. It looks like you're getting good reception as well. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, meowmurai, have you ever used a smartphone before? Yeah, I have one of my own. Very good. Then this should be a breeze for you. In fact, I think you'll find it much more useful than the phone you already have. Ah, yes, yes. There's also a very useful app that contains advice for living here. Normally this would not be free of charge, but as you're just getting started, consider it an extra bonus. It's called Island Life 101, and it is a message delivery service of sorts. I feel like giving it a try. Yeah, sure. Okay, I need you to pull out your Nook phone again so I can send you the app. Perfect, perfect. You've now got the Island 101 app as well. You'll start getting messages once you're out and about doing things. Read them as they arrive. Alright, that's enough about the app for now. I do have one more thing for you, however. It's your itemized bill. So, this includes everything. Airfare, accommodations, labor, tax, and, of course, your Nook phone. Bringing your grand total to the modest sum of 49,800 bells. What are bells? Oh, a good one, meowmurai. Wait, you're being serious? Yes, of course. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Well, bells are currency that can be exchanged for goods or services here on Catastrophe. Ah, but there's still the problem that you don't actually have any. Yes, of course. Well, no need to worry. I was prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation. For the getaway package, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. I call this extremely helpful service the Nook Mileage Program. Nook Miles? Or Nook Mileage? Well, it's quite extraordinary if I do say so myself. With the Nook Mileage Program, you can earn miles by simply living your life here on Catastrophe. I dare say the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook Miles you can earn. And you can use them to pay back your moving fees and much more. So, the bottom line is, you'd need 4,000 or 49,800 bells to pay your moving fees, but with this new service, would you believe it only comes to 5,000 miles. I'll just go ahead and register so you can pay in miles. Yes, but there are more details available within your Nook phone. Just open the Nook Miles app. And you'll see that you've earned some miles just for traveling to the island and joining the program. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters. But let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. I'm so happy to have you as a resident of Catastrophe and a client of Nook Incorporated. My new life is underway. I can do whatever I want. Woohoo! From now on, the island time will match the flow of time in the real world. Do not touch the power button when you see the autosave indicator in the top right of the screen of the corner, or top right corner of the screen. You can also save and quit your game after by pressing minus. Which means pretty much we'll only be playing at night in this game. Team Meowmurai, congratulations on your big move. We hope you enjoy your new island life. To celebrate this fresh start, we'd like to give you a gift that is sure to come in handy. Simple do-it-yourself workbench, huh? Is this a do-it-yourself recipe? I wonder how I can memorize it. meowmurai. Thanks a ton for earlier. I got my tent all up and running thanks to that pep talk. The brochure said we'd be living on an uninhabited island, so I was all ready to go solo, Chickapoo. I could totally go for having rock stars like you around, though. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about how to thank you, and I came up with a recipe for a leaf umbrella. Alright. So, the first thing I thought when I got here was, now that's a lot of weeds. That's kind of where I got the idea. It's a do-it-yourself project that uses weeds. If you've never done a do-it-yourself project before, you should ask Tom Nook to help you out. He's doing free DIY demos over at the Resident Services. Yo, I'm pumped about that spot you helped me pick out for my tent. Thanks for the push. Hope we can keep looking out for each other like this. It's good to have buddies, Chips. Alright, I've got something here for you, Chips. Thanks again for finding a place for my place. That's an explorer's hat. It's perfect for catastrophe. You can try it on by pressing X to open your pockets and press A to select the item you want. Choose where if you want to put it on. You can always change it later if you need to work out, Chips. Ah, meowmurai, welcome, welcome. As you can see, it is quite cozy in here. It's funny how cozy doesn't always mean comfortable. Let me know if you need any advice on how to spend your time on this island or anything else. If you need some advice about basic island materials, you should talk to Timmy. He can help you procure some of the essentials for thriving in our little paradise. And if you want to earn some bells, he's a rather generous policy of purchasing just about anything. Not strictly advisable from a business perspective, but quite generous. Yes, yes. Oh, one more important thing. I'm offering a free DIY workshop that can help you really build out your island experience. I think it would be quite useful, so I do hope you take me up on it. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About that workshop. Yes, yes, the DIY workshop. Each participant will make and keep their own tools and receive a set of DIY recipes. I think it would be quite useful for island life. So, shall I put you down for the next available session? Yep. Yes, yes, that's the island spirit. I happen to be free right at this very moment, so let's get started. Welcome to my DIY workshop. Oh, I suppose workshop is overselling it a bit. When you see how simple it is to DIY or do it yourself, you'll understand what I mean. The basic idea is to gather materials, follow a recipe, and then craft using a workbench like this one. So today we'll be constructing a fishing rod using common materials that you can find anywhere, yes? This particular recipe, we require a mere 5 tree branches. It is, admittedly, a little flimsy. Now then, come see me once you've collected the materials. Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Okay. Okay. There's there's one dense snowball. If I can't really kick it very far. Meowmurai. Found the necessary materials. Well then, let's get started on crafting that fishing rod. Yes, yes. To begin, just select a project from the workbench and get started. Go ahead, give it a try. Let's do it. Craft fishing rod. I made a flimsy fishing rod. Yes, that was perfect. As you can see, crafting is quite simple, provided you have the correct recipes. And that concludes my free DIY workshop. Daughter's favorite game. Yeah, you know, it's a nice casual game. Oh, there's just one last thing. I have a few common DIY recipes for you, free of charge, naturally. I'll just need to send them to your Nook phone. Would you mind opening it up? Splendid, thank you. The DIY app is now installed on your phone and ready for you to use anytime. And the flimsy fishing rod you just crafted is yours to keep. It may not last forever, but it should serve you well for a little while at least. Speaking of fishing, I am no master angler, but perhaps I can give you a few tips. In my experience, you should aim in the front of the shadow of a fish when you cast your line. Yes, yes. I would love to see anything you manage to catch. I'm quite curious about the local fauna. Let's craft. What do we have? Another fishing rod, a campfire, and a flimsy net. Oh, I need another branch. Oh, actually. See, during DIY, press Y to set the quantity of items you want to make. Up to 10, you must have enough materials or ingredients. I made a campfire. Oh, all the first gen Pokemon starters. That sounds true. Lego edition. Oh, okay. I said sounds true. Right. My knowledge of all the Pokemon is very limited. But cool news nonetheless. I know, at some point I'm going to get back to Pokemon ZA, but there's just so much to play. It's so hard to manage my time with all the games we have. I know, this is, busy work the game. But again, it is just kind of a little fun thing to do. Okay. Sweet. I learned the DIY recipe for a simple DIY workbench. To a KO? Yeah, I mean, I've heard about it. A lot of people are hyped for it. I don't know, that's a League of Legends universe game. If I remember correctly. I can't say I've played a whole lot of League of Legends, so like the lore isn't really something I'm super aware of either. I don't know, I mean, I already have like Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Like I kind of have like a lot of fighting games already. I mean, I'm not sure if I need another one. I'm not sure if I need like another team game, a team-based fighting game. Especially since I hardly play the ones that I have. I do have a leverless controller, though. I mean, that has made playing fighting games, much easier, rather than dealing with things on a pad or buying an expensive joystick. Which I mean, games aren't even designed for to use the joystick anymore. So it's one of those old leftovers from the ancient days of fighting games. Yeah, so I don't really have any plans to play TKO. I mean, it sort of depends on what the price is. If it's going to come in at a slightly lower price, not $60 or $70. If it comes at like $40, I would think about it. But no more than that. Again, you know, I'm full of fighting games. You dyed your hair again? What color did you go for this time? Weren't happy with what you had before? Yeah, I may turn off the real-time feature of this because, you know, like I said, we were only going to play at night. It's no fun to have Animal Crossing only at night. I caught a stone. It's all mine, Rel. It's all mineral, I guess. You weren't happy with the Scarlet? I mean, it's a pretty big color difference from blonde. Yes, I caught a crucian carp. My skills are sharp. Yeah, I think Scarlet's kind of a... that's kind of a tough color. Welcome, welcome. You don't waste any time, do you? We're still setting up, but for starters, I intend to offer a small selection of goods for our island residents. Space is limited right now, but we'll try to have some fresh stock each and every day. My eyelashes are blonde too. Yeah, I'm not sure what color you'd want to go from. I'm sure you're busy, but feel free to take a look at some of the items we're thinking of selling. Of course, I understand stop by any time. We're not just sellers, we also buy things from you, including stuff gathered on this island. And because we want to support efforts to beautify the island, we'll even pay you for a little bit in return for any weeds or trash you bring in. If you want to know whether we'll buy something, just ask. I want to sell. What exactly are we offering? Weeds? And weeds. And weeds. And weeds. Look at all the fine things you brought in today. Allow me just a moment to run the numbers. Hold on. I can buy these from you for a total of 2,980 bells. Sound good? Thank you. Please come again. Nook Miles, you're enrolled in the Nook Mileage program. People call Griffith a femboy. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is. Like I said, he got in trouble because he was definitely not feminine. Earn Nook Miles for completing online activities. Then trade those miles for various perks and goods at the Nook Stop and the Resident Services Center. Make the most out of island life. Earn Nook Miles. Traveled a long way to move to this little island, and you're enrolled in the Nook Miles program, so you earn your first miles. There are lots of ways to earn miles by just enjoying island life. One of the goals of Nook Incorporated is residents' togetherness. Our gregarious greetings initiative aims to reward you with Nook Miles just for chatting with residents. Try to talk to your neighbors each and every day. I mean, I don't know. That I think that look is popular now. Right, that rise of K-pop has sort of, I mean, changed what I think a fair number of people think is attractive for men and women. So, like I said, I don't know how accurate it is to say that he's femish. Griffith. I don't know if people really feel that way anymore. You know, maybe the friends around you might say that, but I don't think in general, just around the world, that that's necessarily true. Yeah, I mean, it's okay not to like the music of K-pop, but all the imagery around K-pop, I think it has changed how people think of beauty standards. Who knows, though? Oh, we're at the top of the hour. Anyway, this is meowmurai. You've been watching Animal Crossing, what's this called? New Horizons, running on Nintendo Switch 2. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Time to wrap things up.